Well, good morning, and how are we all doing? I'm Cassandra B, and this is your energy report of the day. Today is Saturday. It is Saturn's day. It is a get her done day. This is a day to do things. This is not a day to sit around. This is a day to get things off your list of things to do, to power through. There is a great energy now that we're in that new energy. There is some beautiful momentum moving forward. So that is the energy of the day. So let's get on with it. There is a beautiful tension in today's field, like soil being turned while sparks still crackle in the air. Yesterday's Aries ignition hasn't faded. It's seeking form now. The moon has moved into Taurus, so it's asking us, what are we actually going to grow all of that? So what are you actually going to grow from all that fire, all of that burn away, all of that passion and ignition? What are you going to grow for yourself? This is not about starting, it's about rooting, or rooting deeper. This is about your own truth and your own space. So this is where we're headed. So today we're in the Taurus moon. Good morning, Jenna. We're grounding the spark, so to speak. So after that big surge of the Aries new moon yesterday, as that was kind of shifting through, and we all, I'm sure this past week, a lot of us have been a little bit headachy, a little off, kind of finding yourself a little bit, those little ahas, those have been moving through because those little sparks are coming. That's going to get more sparks are going to come, more ignitions, more aha. Oh, that's good. I like that. Yes. Those moments are going to flow into you now. So, this is fertile, earthy energy, perfect for planting literal or metaphorical seeds. But don't expect it to do it in straight lines. This is fits and bursts. This is a little bit here and a little bit there. So the productivity that we have to kind of find: flow, pause, feel, move again. Flow, pause, feel again, and move. So understand that ebb and flow is going to really be in your energy field today. So the fire is still alive. So that Aries sun plus Venus, courage meets desire energy that kind of flowed in yesterday. It's still, the energy is still alive today. You may feel a strong pull to go after something, a truth, a connection, a creative urge, but there is a bit of a nuance underneath. It's not everything needs to be forced into motion today. Just because today is a doing energy doesn't mean that everything can get done today. So some things need to be felt into before complete action can actually be taken, especially in relationships. Lead with honesty, not urgency. This is not slow, steady progress is really the steps we are taking right now. So we have the truth beneath the surface kind of energy. This is your mind isn't interested in the small talk like today. Today is not. So you might find it a little bit hard that if people are just wanting to have, coffee talk, it might be a little bit rough. Whereas there's a pull to ask deeper questions, to read between the lines, to understand what's really going on. We're really going deep into this. It's the Pluto energy that is shifted in to really get us into our depth, so to speak. There is a powerful energy for intimate conversations. There we go. There's also a little bit of shadowy work coming up today. So good morning, Brandy. Look at my nails, look great. Uncovering hidden patterns. All of that is showing up. But there's a fine line between curiosity healing and suspicion disconnecting. I've been listening to some ladies this week even talk about some of that, the not sure that they want to make those connections, not sure how they're feeling in, people showing up and them going, well, why is this going on? And this doesn't make me comfortable. But the curiosity is making them go, but maybe there's something to work through. Maybe the growth has finally happened. So if you enter into conversations, do it with openness, not interrogation. That is the whole thing. We so often want answers to our questions. So instead of just allowing the ebb and flow of things to flow through and heal and grow, we go into interrogation mode. Well, why did you do this? Well, where are you going? Well, what is it? Release that energy. That is not it's not going to help anybody. B, it's going to just make people stand up and go, nope, I'm not doing this with you. This is your issue. This is your problem. Ask the questions. The biggest thing you can do is ask a question, but not in an interrogation way, but in a way of entering conversation, for being open, just saying, hey, I noticed the other day that you said something and it bothered me. Do you mind if we kind of talk about this a little bit? There's a much better than, the other day you spoke crap and I want to know why you did that. Woo, fire to the face, we're not playing. That kind of shift. So find a peaceful aspect of how to step in. I don't want to use the word peaceful, but find peacefulness inside of you to step into it, because really it's irrelevant to why they did what they did for whatever reason, because that's already happened. Now you have to deal with the consequences of whatever went on and decide how you want to go through that. I heard somebody say, oh, how did that go? I wish I could remember how it was said. It'll come to me. Hopefully I can remember it before the end of it, but it goes along with this. Anyway, digress. All right, so let's keep going. There's a Mars, Mercury, Saturn in Pisces, right? Because we had all of those celestial bodies move into Aries. So these energies, there's a bit of a pressure line with the that Aries energy along with Pisces energy. So emotions can show up as heaviness or fatigue, overwhelm without clear cause, sensitivities to others' energies. Saturn is here to ask us for boundaries, pacing, emotional responsibility. This is not a day to push through your exhaustion. This is a day to move with intentional discipline. If you are tired today, get some rest. If you are overwhelmed today, take a step back. If you have a bunch of stuff on your plate, pick one thing and do it. We need to stop kind of trying to deal with all of it at once and just deal with the one thing at a time. Do one thing and you will feel so much better, and you might actually feel energized to do a second thing. Wow, wouldn't that be great? So don't scold yourself though for not doing what it is that you're hoping to get done. We need to be kinder to ourselves. We need to be more gentle to ourselves. We need to be encouraging and say beautiful things to ourselves. We want to say the same things we would say to our friends that are struggling in this way. We need to start saying them to ourselves. So speak kindly, speak with love and intention of moving forward in the best possible way. So the animal of the day today is the owl, and the owl brings a clear sight of the dark. So the clear seeing, right? So today you may notice that intuition hits, that feels, but your intuition may be bubbling up a little extra these days, that you're going, wow, I said that. I already knew that. I've already felt that. Those kind of, little aha moments. Truths revealing themselves when you slow down. The biggest thing is we need to slow down in order to get those ahas, those little, hey, did you catch that? Those little moments. Because if we are so busy in our mind, or if we are so loud, or if we are so busy, we're not going to catch those little, did you catch that? Oh, what a neat little thing. Or maybe you need to stop and look at the birds today. I had dozens of robins sitting in my tree and across the ground this morning. And I actually got sidetracked to go, oops, I need to get my video going. It was joy. It was bliss. And honestly, I've never seen that many robins in one space before. So it's really quite engaging for myself to be in that space, to take that moment, to take that pause. And while you're taking that moment and the pause, what comes up, what comes forward, what bubbles up, what little things flow through your mind when you just stop, breathe, and just allow the beauty of nature to kind of entertain you. See what that looks like for yourself today. There is a deeper awareness of what's not being said. So also, if you've noticed that you're in spaces and there's somebody and you're like, I know there's something not being said, or you're the one that has something to say and you haven't been saying it, think about what that looks like for yourself today. We are in direct with Mercury, so this is a time to speak and be honest and have those deep conversations. But we need to find it in stillness first. And also remember, conversation comes from you speaking, the other person listening. And then when they are speaking, you are listening completely, not listening to come up with an answer or a way to, get in and, have a connection. Let all of that go. We need to listen just for the sake of listening to the other person, not for our own ego input aspects or any of that. Listen, because when you listen in deeper, when you listen to what's said and what's not, you may actually get a fuller picture of what's going on instead of filling in the picture with your own ideas and conversation. So take a step back today, let people speak their full space, and then if you have something to say, take a nice deep breath, say it in your head, feel it in your belly, and then speak, because that allows space for full conversation to happen, for ebb and flow, to feel totally heard, and to actually be listening to another person so they feel totally heard. It's a beautiful thing when you can get in the ebb and flow. If somebody cuts you off, just take a nice deep breath. Don't talk over them. Don't go, hey, just allow. Maybe there's something they really need to say. And if at the end they didn't, you can go, by the way, you actually cut me off and I wasn't finished talking. So it's okay to put boundaries, to say no, this is not okay, all of those kind of things. That's kind of where I was going with that little moment I had at the beginning. It's really about, you need to know your boundaries. A boundary is about not about what is somebody or isn't allowed or allowed. What it is this is my boundary, and if somebody crosses it, it's what are you going to do? How are you going to respond? What are you going to do? Are you going to walk away? Are you going to say, hey, that was a boundary you crossed? What is that? How you respond is the part that the boundary actually is. It's not saying somebody else can't do something. It's saying, when you do this, I am going to do this because this is a boundary. That's the shift I was trying to say to you. This really does come in with where we are right now and where we need to go moving forward in life, period. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of you. I see you all. Good morning, Cyril. Good morning, Gary. How nice of you all to be here. And Jenna, that's lovely. Hi, hi, hi. All right, so let's get back to this. So the owl is really here to remind you to watch the shadow aspect of the overthinking, the isolation, becoming detached from feelings. So be careful about how detached you get from things. Wisdom isn't just seeing clearly. It's staying connected while you see clearly. That's the catch there. We still have to stay connected. The disconnection from ourselves, from the world, from all of that is actually where we go into shadow energy, and we end up going off of our path and not staying in alignment with ourselves. So careful with your wisdom today to really see clearly into where you're going. Remember, we still have the undercurrent of that turtle and ant energy. This is a powerful pairing of pace and protection, small, consistent action. So the turtle reminds us to move slower than your impulse wants. To protect your energy like it matters, because it does. You don't need to rush what is meant for you. We get caught up of, oh my gosh, if I don't do this, somebody else is going to take it and they're going to run. Then it was meant for them. It was never meant for you. What is meant for you will always be there for you. Now you have to be the one that grab on and take it. But if it's meant for you, then it's meant for you. It's not meant for somebody else. And remember that there is enough room in this world for all of us to do what we are meant to do. So stop worrying about somebody else doing what you're doing, because they don't, because they're not you. So stop worrying about that. You are not in competition with anybody but your own self. That's it. To be better than you were yesterday. That's all you want for today. To be better, more aligned, whatever it is that you weren't as good at yesterday, that you can be better at it today. That's really the beautiful step forward into ourselves. We are not competing. We need to get out of this whole idea. I keep saying it. Other people's opinion of you, it's none of your business, because it's irrelevant. The only thing that truly matters is, how do you feel about yourself at the end of the day? How do you feel about yourself as you move through the world? How do you honestly think and feel about who you are as a human being? Because you're the one that has to live with you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year for your entire life. Nobody else has to live in that kind of energy with you all the time. So you better like yourself, and you better know where you're going, and you better know what's aligned for you. Because if you're doing for everybody else, you're going to be miserable. You really will, I promise. I know. I hear it all the time. When people live for others, they're not happy. They get burnt out. They get exhausted. The people-pleasing aspect of ourselves needs to go. Now, that doesn't mean that we don't help and we don't reach out and we don't do those things. But we don't do it from a place of people-pleasing to make others happy and make ourselves miserable. Stop that. Really, it's time to invest our time and energy into things that really fuel us, that really bring us joy, that really are for us, and stop doing everything for everybody else to make their life easier and simpler and all that as we complicate ours. That's the shift we're going through. The owl energy really is about death and rebirth. And this is your death and rebirth into your truth, not about anyone else. So the ant is here also to remind us to do the next small thing. Stay focused on your path, not the entire mountain. It's collaboration versus isolation. So remember, we can isolate for our own self to figure out what we want, and then come into collaboration to work with others. That's the deal. So together they say, slow down, but don't stop. We're not stopping. We're steadily moving forward. Build something real, one grounded step at a time. That is the beautifulness that we are moving through. So the energetic theme today really is initiation versus integration. So you are standing between the urge to launch forward, that's Aries energy, and the need to stabilize and root, Taurus and Saturn. So we have these balancing ebb and flow energies that we need to, that Kundalini energy within yourself. So the magic today is honoring both, not either, both. Launch forward and stabilize and root. So we need that stabilizing and rooting. And I know we've been sitting in this space for a long time, but did you actually root while you were sitting here? Or did you just kind of sit surface level? Root in, dig deep, and then move big, bold forward. That Saturn energy is also there for you to do, together with that Aries fire, with Taurus being grounded. It's a beautiful shift today to move into your badass self. I love it for you. So today, guidance for the day is plant something, ideas, intentions, conversations. Follow curiosity, not paranoia. Have one honest, spacious conversation today. Slow your pace enough to feel your body. Remember, this year is all about getting into the body and feeling what that feels like, and really honoring your being. Take one small, meaningful step forward, and let desire guide you. I like that, desire. Yeah. But don't let it rush you. Don't let it push you to run too fast. So today, this isn't a loud breakthrough day. It's more of a quiet alignment day. The kind where you understand something deeper, you choose differently, you begin building in a way that will actually last. So there's a wisdom moving underneath everything right now. And all you have to do is be still enough to hear it. So today, really take a quiet pause, nice deep breath, lean into yourself, feel what's going on, ask yourself the questions, and then get out there and take a bold ass step into yourself. Really, just do it. Just take one step today. Anyway, that is the energy report of the day. I hope you guys all have an amazing Saturday. Saturn energy. Use this energy to get some things off of your plate. That to-do list, let's check one or two things off today and move through in our best self. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the energy report of the day. Remember, big abundant vision, one bold badass step into yourself, because all we're worried about is our next best step. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Or in 10 minutes for 30 days with me and reset, right? So 30-day reset with Cassandra B. I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye.